In the heart of what was once a humble village, Ajala City now gleams with gold and promises of a bright future. Queen Elara's bold vision for modernization has sparked rapid growth, but beneath the dazzling surface, a storm brews. Corrupt chiefs, driven by greed, the conspiracy, the ruthless foreign agents, and the shocking murder of a chief's own family by the thugs he armed. As Elara battled against a tide of betrayal, corruption, and chaos, her quest to secure a thriving future for Ajala City becomes a high-stakes struggle. With every step forward, new threats emerge, and the city's fate teeter on the edge of disaster. Will Elara's courage and determination be enough to confront the shadowy forces plotting against her? Can she steer Ajala City through this perilous storm and secure a legacy of prosperity? The battle for the city's soul has just begun. Will she emerge victorious or fall victim to the dark forces that threaten to unravel everything she's worked for? Dive into this unfolding drama and brace yourself for a story where every choice could be the difference between triumph and ruin. What fate awaits Queen Elara and her city? The answer will leave you on the edge of your seat in the saga of the city.
The dawn of a new era. Years after Queen Elara ascended to the throne, the once small and remote village had transformed into a bustling town known as Ajala Town. The town's rapid growth was driven by the discovery of vast deposits of gold and oil beneath the land, attracting traders, explorers, and entrepreneurs from distant lands. These discoveries brought newfound wealth and the promise of modernization, connecting Ajala Town to the wider world. Elara, ever the visionary, saw this as an opportunity to bring prosperity and a better life to her people. She began working closely with foreign engineers, architects, and scholars to build schools, hospitals, and other social amenities that would uplift the town. Plans were set in motion to transform Ajala Town into a modern city, one that could stand as a beacon of progress and innovation. However, not everyone welcomed these changes. The foreign journey. Elara's ambition for Ajala City extended beyond the borders of her land. She knew that in order to bring true modernization and development to her people, she had to look outward and form partnerships with foreign companies and leaders. With this in mind, Elara planned a trip to a powerful foreign country renowned for its technological advancement and industry. Accompanying her on this journey were two trusted chiefs, Chief Eze and Chief Yemi. Both had proven to be loyal and open-minded leaders, understanding the importance of progress and the potential it held for Ajala City. The journey was long but enlightening. Elara and the chiefs saw cities where tall buildings reached the sky, where trains moved quickly through the streets, and where factories worked around the clock. They marveled at the technology and infrastructure and these foreign lands had achieved, and Elara was even more determined to bring the same progress to her city. Meetings were arranged with some of the largest companies in the world, companies that specialize in infrastructure, technology, education, and healthcare. My people need access to quality education and healthcare, he said. But this development must not come at the expense of our culture and values. Our children deserve to grow in a modern city, but they must also stay connected to their roots. I will only sign this agreement if the project is built with this balance in mind. They returned to Ajala Town. When Elara and her chiefs returned to Ajala City, the people lined the streets to welcome them back. Word of the deals they had signed had already spread throughout the city, and there was a sense of excitement in the air. The projects they had secured would bring jobs, education, and health care to everyone. As Ajala City continued to grow, another discovery was made. This time, vast reserves of crude oil were found beneath the land. The discovery promised even more wealth for the city, but it also attracted the attention of those who sought to exploit it for their own gain. Chief Olu, who had always been wary of the changes brought by modernization, saw the oil as an opportunity to enrich himself. Unbeknownst to Queen Elara, Chief Olu secretly colluded with a group of foreigners, allowing them to extract the oil in secret. In return, the foreigners paid Chief Olu large sum of money, which he used to fund his own ambitions. With his newfound wealth, Chief Olu began recruiting thugs, young men from surrounding villages who were easily swayed by promises of money and power. He armed them with guns, instructing them to cause chaos in the city, so that Elara would be too distracted by the unrest to notice the secret oil extraction. The thugs carried out Chief Olu's orders, stirring trouble in the streets, robbing merchants, and spreading fear throughout Ajala City. The once peaceful city began to descend into disorder, and Elara found herself grappling with the sudden rise in violence. As the thugs grew bolder, they began using their guns not just to create chaos, but to rob the citizens of Ajala City. One night, as they prowled the outskirts of the city, they spotted a luxurious car returning from a neighboring village. Believing it to be an easy target, they ambushed the vehicle, demanding money and valuables. Inside the car were Chief Olu's wife and only son, returning from a visit to a distant relative. The thugs, not recognizing the chief's family in the darkness, threatened them with their guns. When Chief Olu's son tried to protect his mother, the situation quickly escalated. In the confusion, the thugs fired their weapon, killing both the wife and son of Chief Olu. The moment they realized their mistake, it was too late. The thugs fled the scene, leaving behind the bodies of Chief Olu's family. The news of the attack spread quickly, and the city was thrown into deeper turmoil. When Chief Olu learned of his family's death, he was devastated. The very thugs he had armed and paid to sow chaos had turned against him, taking away the two people he loved most. His greed had led to his downfall, and now he was left with nothing. Overcome with guilt and sorrow, Chief Olu went to Queen Elara, confessing everything: the secret oil extraction, the bribes, and the thugs he had armed. He begged for her forgiveness, but Elara's heart was heavy with anger and disappointment. With Chief Olu's confession, Elara moved swiftly to restore order in Ajala City. The thugs were hunted down by the city's guards, and those responsible for the violence and the deaths were brought to justice. The foreign companies that had colluded with Chief Olu were expelled from the city, and the secret oil operations were shut down. Elara took this moment to address her people once again, urging them to remain united and vigilant against those who would seek to harm their community for personal gain. My people, Elara declared, we have faced a great trial, but we will emerge stronger. Let this be a lesson to all of us. Greed and corruption have no place in Ajala City. We will continue to build a city that is just and prosperous, where every person is valued and protected. With the corrupt elements removed, Elara was able to continue her vision for Ajala City. The schools and hospitals were built as promised, offering free education and world-class healthcare to all. The roads were expanded and new infrastructure projects were completed, connecting Ajala City to other regions and fostering trade and prosperity. Robots and advanced technology became an integral part of the city, enhancing the lives of the people without replacing their jobs. Children grew up learning alongside machines, driving modern cars, and embracing the opportunities that their city provided. The children of Ajala City, inspired by the example of their queen, began to make their mark on the world. Some became investors, others doctors, engineers, and artists, all contributing to the betterment of society. Ajala City became known not just for its wealth, but for its values, integrity, and the opportunities it offered to its people. Queen Elara would forever be remembered as the leader who brought prosperity, innovation, and integrity to Ajala City. She had faced down greed, corruption, and violence, emerging victorious and securing a bright future for her people. But the tragedy of Chief Olu's family served as a reminder of the danger of unchecked ambition. The people of Ajala City learned that true progress could only be achieved through honesty, unity, and a commitment to the common good. Greed and selfishness had nearly torn the city apart, but through Elara's steadfast leadership, Ajala City had not only survived, but flourished. As Ajala City continued to thrive, it became a model for other cities around the world. The once small village had transformed into a beacon of hope, innovation, and prosperity. The children of Ajala City grew up with every opportunity at their fingertips, making their mark on the world and ensuring that the city's legacy lived on. However, the story of Chief Olu remained a tragic tale that was often told as a warning. His downfall was a reminder of the destructive power of greed and the heavy price it could exact. Chief Olu, once a powerful leader, spent his remaining days in isolation, haunted by the consequences of his actions. But for Ajala City, the future was bright. Under Elara's wise and compassionate leadership, the city continued to grow and prosper, becoming one of the greatest cities in the world, a place where the past and the future met, and where every person had the chance to succeed. Elara, the warrior queen who had transformed her homeland, knew that her journey was nearing its end, but her legacy would endure. She had built a city that honored its tradition while embracing the future, and she had led her people through trial and triumphs. Ajala City was her gift to the world, a city of integrity, innovation, and hope. And so, the story of Ajala City ended with both happiness and sorrow, a fitting reflection of the complexity of life. The city's journey would continue, shaped by the lessons of its past and guided by the vision of its remarkable queen.